So let's start with XP. Gustav, what are you buying?
I'm holding off.
Okay. Johannes, what about you?
Well, I feel it's kind of meta, but I was going to take Strike Mighty Blow.
No problem. You can take it. Sure.
Okay.
Lambert?
All right.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm
Sean?
taking.
You were saying something. I think I interrupted you.
Oh, all I was going to say was I had originally intended to take all shooting stuff, but I think for this scenario, for this portion of the adventure, I need Strike Mighty Blow.
Sure, no problem. Lambert, now it's your turn.
I am taking nothing because I don't know what happened, and I have 100 XP, but I don't really care. So that's where we're at.
Okay, sure. Well, what happened was that last time, after defeating Tehekwa and his scaly guardians, you entered the pyramid. You searched it from top to bottom. There was the sun room. There was a room in which the shaman probably slept. You found some strange alcohol there. There was a room from which it was possible to stargaze, and finally at the very bottom there was this very long deep shaft filled with bones and a seal at the other end of the corridor. Lambert, you were ordered to touch the seal by von Stiftanzer, and you got hit by a spell that essentially blinded you, I believe, for like an hour. Of course, you were pretty freaked out that you completely lost your sight, but it came back fortunately. Von Stiftanzer told everyone that he needs to meditate on this matter and to open the seal, because he believes that what you came for is on the other side, that he will need some time. Some time was actually, well, it was quite some time. Sean, can you exactly tell us how long did it took before?
I believe it was 3 days.
Yeah, for 3 days.
But let me open up the calendar.
33rd of it's 33rd of current month. And
oh, is it okay? I must have opened up the wrong one then. I must have opened up the subsequent one just
No
now
worries.
because I was looking at it. Yeah. So, oops. So
I think 4 days passed. 4 or 5 days actually.
Yeah, this is something like that.
Yeah. So yeah. So last was 28th. Like the fight took place on the 28th of current month, and now we have 33rd. So 5 days. During those 5 days, the expedition, broke camp, or set up camp outside of the pyramid. Gustav found a lot of bones when he was digging up the latrines at the edge of the jungle, and the bones were strange. Gustav was able to deduce that, well, of course, they mostly belong to the lizards, and they had like lesions. Changes to the structure, which is associated with Black Plague. However, Gustav had a very good roll, and he deduced that this Black Plague, like it afflicted the bones for far longer than the Empire actually exists. So it was like very, very a long time ago. And of course, the latrines were dug in a completely different place because people were afraid that the plague might still be up. After also, Big Kiss Jansen disappeared at some point, and not only him, but also what was his name? Wait a second, I'll just find it very quickly. Oh yeah, Keith and Martin. I don't know if you remember them, Michael. They were, they belonged to a group who wanted to check out Wizard's map along, during.
No, I remember them.
Yeah, so they disappeared one day, and one of their fellas, told the captain that actually it was Henrik Visser, the locksmith. He told the captain that they went to the pyramid to search for the treasure, and he snitched on them because he wanted to avoid lashing. So the captain gathered the group. You were not included, of course, because I think you were still maybe not blind, but you mostly took care of von Stiftanzer. You brought him food, and you were asking him if he was okay, stuff like that. After all, you are his aide. But I believe that Johannes and Gustav were taken with the captain and a few other people. And Gustav was ordered by the captain, who I don't think he really likes him, to go down. The row broke because Gustav rowed the boat, but fortunately he managed to soften up the fall. He only took, I think, 12 points of damage instead of practically getting auto-killed. So that wasn't bad. And at the very bottom of the shaft, filled with bones, and mostly those were bones belonging to humans and to some very big rats, like very big rats. He found
rats of an unusual size.
Yes, Ardoe, whatever it was, whatever it was they said in Princess Bride, rodents of unusual size, I think. So he found Keys and Martin slumped alongside the cavern's wall, because at the very bottom there was this huge natural cavern, as I said, filled with bones. They were purple. They had, their eyes practically came out of their sockets. They had bloody foam, and there were snakes, small, red, angry snakes that hissed at Gustav. Fortunately, he fought very quickly. Not fought them, I mean, he was thinking very quickly, and he stood completely still. At the same time calling for more rope to be brought down. And so they eventually hauled him up. The snakes didn't get him. After 5 days, the jungle suddenly went quiet. It was evening of the 33rd, and drums were heard coming from the jungle. From the along this bridge, like this, I think it's. Wait a second. What is it? The causeway, I think it's called, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. A cohort of approximately 40 lizard warriors, led by an albino lizard, very large, emerged with skinks supporting them on the flanks, and of course, Captain sent Gustav with Bodo, the translator, to stall for time. Picky Pocket, who was accompanying this force, told you that the huge white lizard is named Quadzli, the leader of the cohort of the Mirror Pools, and he came here to, well, evict you. He gives you one last chance to leave without any bloodshed, but if you stay, the lizardman will going to kill you all. Gustav, what were you saying to them? What did you say to them? I don't remember exactly.
It was mutiny.
Oh, it was you. Wait.
Yeah.
No, it was Gustav. But...
Oh, it was okay. Sorry.
The only one there that heard it was Bolo, and yeah, he's the only one that heard that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess I could say I was just trying to buy time, however necessary.
Yeah. So unfortunately, it didn't really work out. I mean, Gustav was able to return to the expedition with Bodo. However, the lizardmen launched their attack right after darkness. What this means is that the Black Griffins, who are defending the two lower areas of the pyramid, two lower tiers, they were practically unable to utilize their black powder weapons to full effect because of the darkness. Johannes can can say more about this, as I believe he shot twice, and twice he had a botch.
Something like that.
Yeah, fortunately your handgun didn't blow up in your face. It essentially required you only to once again reload it, so that wasn't too bad. Right now we are starting with combat. If you will all look at the map, this is how it looks. The lizardmen are right outside this the steps leading up. They are on this area here. Ping.
Okay.
You are all of you here. Those funny little brown things, they are barricades made by the griffins. Colonel Neuwald organizes the defense, and she directs her men and the more combat-oriented sailors to repel the attackers. So, Lambert, you, for all intents and purposes, let's say that you have your pistols reloaded. Maybe you didn't even fire them. I mean, the pistols have rather short range. We jump immediately into combat, and that's how I'm going to play it. By the way, also please take a look at the besieged handout. You can open it, of course, normally, I think. This is how the situation presents itself. The main body of the Zaurus warriors just bum rushes you across the causeway and the open plaza, while the skinks, being aquatic creatures, they went into the water right outside the temple, and they will harass the defenders on the flanks with javelins and blowpipes. That said, just as before, the combat will be slightly different than normally. There will be special rules. This is called Battle on the Steps, and given the fact that this engagement represents a battle with over 100 combatants on either side, of course I'm not going to roll for everyone present. It's mostly you and your opponents. So also there will be a tracker here. I can only use the tracker. I'm after we finish this scenario, I will show it to you how it works. I think it's a very cool system. Honestly, Temple of Tepok has probably the best mass combat rules I've ever seen in any Warhammer Fantasy roleplay scenario. It took Zaurus 3 combat rounds to cross the plaza, which already we know that it allowed you to fire a few volleys, mostly, of course, I'm talking about you, Sean.
Yeah.
And now they are practically charging you. They've crossed the plaza in this, in this very ordained manner, almost like a trained army. But now their bestial nature takes over, and they just, hissing angrily, raise their weapons, their war clubs, their spears. They brandish their shields, and they rush you, led by this white albino lizard, who is their leader. Okay, so on one side we have you, which means Gustav, Lambert, Johannes, Marla, and a single black griffin who is right next to you. On the other side there are 5 Zaurus warrior, including one you can see who is like running towards your section of battle, who is brandishing this huge golden standard. It's not like a flag, it's more an icon made from solid gold, representing squatting lizards or perhaps serpents and other strange esoteric symbols. Of course, there are many more Zaurus and Black Griffins fighting all around you, and some sailors, as I mentioned before. But we are only we are only interested in you. So right now, I would like for everyone to roll initiative. That is agility, I think, because this is not World of Darkness. I always mix this up. So agility plus D10. Remember about your penalties. I'm going to remind everyone.
Did we do that for today yet?
I think you did last time. Yes, I think you did. So you don't have to roll for the hit. Johannes, you have permanent -10 to all statistics. Lambert, permanent
Right.
-10 to all statistics. Marla and Gustav, I think you've passed, so you are fine.
So that would actually be 41 for me.
Minus
Yeah.
10 plus 9.
Oh, and who
So
makes
it would
notes?
be-
Because the one who makes notes also makes, notes, initiative, stuff like that.
I think it's on me.
Who
Yep.
was making notes last time?
It was also him. He
No,
just wasn't here.
Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, so you are making notes, Michael. Thank you. Sure.
Yeah, let me open up a Word document real quick.
I'm going to roll for Marla very quickly. Marla has 50 initiative total. The single black griffin who is fighting alongside you. I am going to... Yeah, here's... Remember that black griffins, also you, Sean, you don't get minuses to your initiative from armor because you don't have mail. You only have
Right.
you only have plate elements of armor. So I'm going to roll d10 for the griffin. Ooh, nice. That's very nice.
Yeah.
45. So that's max possible. I'm going to 45. Marla is 50. So I'm counting this down. And I'm going to roll for Zaurus. A single roll for all of them, of course, to make things easier. Yeah, just need to find the bestiary. That's not it. Giant Lustrian leeches. Okay, here it is. They're going to be last either way, so it doesn't really matter. 24.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm not last for one.
Yeah, I mean, the Outer probably tried to to copy their cold-blooded trait from Fantasy Battle, which I think it makes them practically almost last, but it also makes them, I think, either unbreakable or very hard to break. And there are no skinks present currently. I mean, remember, there are skinks, but they are harassing the flanks.
So what's the order here?
Okay, so what's the order here? So you are first, I believe.
65.
Yeah. Gustav, how much do you have total?
62.
62, then Gustav,
Bert.
okay. Then we have Johannes, 51.
Well,
Then-
I'm actually 41.
Sorry, okay, so then we have Marla with 50.
What was Gustav's?
62.
62.
Marla with 50. The Black Griffin with 45.
Marla. 50. Black Griffins.
Yeah. Then we have Johannes, and finally we have your opponents.
Johannes. Johannes, what was yours?
Johannes
41.
had 41.
21. And then
The
Saurus.
Zaurus with 24.
24. Jesus Christ, they're slow.
Yeah. The skinks are faster,
Alright.
of course, but you know. Okay, I am going to also make. It doesn't really matter. Like this combat map is not really necessary, but we will use it. Thank you, Michael, for that. That is going to be helpful. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. I'm going to add you to the to add you on the map. Tell me where. Actually, tell me maybe where do you want to be? Starting with the highest initiative order, Lambert. Where do you want yourself to be placed? You are on the bottom part of the pyramid. So you know.
Quick question. What are these?
These are.
Is that raised platforms, or is that just more?
Yeah. If you look at them, you see they have like little teeth and eyes, so they are like huge stone heads of Zaurus or or general lizards, right?
But they're not exactly super high up.
No, I don't think so. They're not super high up.
Can I climb up onto one of those?
Sure, of course.
All right, I'm going to be right there.
Okay, so you're here. Oops, didn't want to do that. So somewhere here.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm
right
going
there.
to add this little L to you. Okay. Right. After that, we have Gustav. Gustav, where do you want to be?
I guess if Lambert's gonna be off to the side, and I guess next to Marla.
Mm-hmm. So is it fine for you to be somewhere? I know, somewhere here, maybe.
Probably closer to Lambert, I would say.
Okay. Let me.
I don't know if ping.
Let me quickly move you then.
Like
Perhaps
kind of like in there.
somewhere here.
Yeah, right about
Okay. So I'm going to add you here, and I'm going to name you G. Okay. After that, we have Marla. Marla will be also very close to you, probably somewhere. Oops, didn't want to do that. Somewhere here. The Black Griffin question will be to your right or left, depending on how we look at this, Gustav.
Got it.
You are after Griffin, Sean. You have 41. The Griffin had 45. Just so we are.
Yep.
I'm going to name him BG, like the band Bee Gees.
Yep.
No one remembers it, except us old folk. Yeah. And after that, we have you, Sean. Where
Okay.
do you want to be?
Like up on the upper deck now.
Let
Yeah, I
me put
can't
it
do
this
that.
way. I mean,
Yeah.
few of the sailors are standing atop of those statues, Lambert included, but
Yeah.
Conan Neuwald orders her men to be behind, the what's the word, behind the fortifications, right?
So are we spacing out? We're not right next to each other for weapon reasons, or why are
You
we,
can be
aren't
closer.
we shoulder to shoulder?
You can be closer.
What?
Mm.
Okay,
Sorry.
I just figured I'd be. I'll be to the outside of. I'll be to the outside of Marla,
Okay.
right by the edge of the barricade.
Okay.
To her, I guess it would. Yeah, that works.
So I'm going to put you somewhere here. Is it fine?
Yep.
Okay.
That's the gist.
So I'm going to name you J. Okay. The combat starts. The enemies are rushing you, but fortunately, you have one last chance to perhaps use your ranged weapons before this all goes to hell. Lambert, of course, we can say that you have your pistols ready. You don't have to spend action to take them out. What are you doing?
Where we got enemies at?
Everywhere. As I said before, there are almost over 100 combatants here. So I'm not
okay.
going to put 100 tokens in the vicinity. The lizards are storming the front en masse, while the griffins and few of the sailors, because most of the sailors have been evacuated to the top of the pyramid. They are non-combatants, but few of the more combat-oriented ones are helping the griffins defend the two lower tiers. So there are enemies everywhere. You also see, because I think you have night vision, being a halfling, that there are small shapes already trying to flank the pyramid on both sides.
I gotcha. I want to draw a bead on 2 of them. I want to aim at 2 of them.
Okay.
Got 2 pistols.
Mm-hmm. But do you have
I've
two
got
attacks?
ambidextrous. I have. Hold up. I have 2 attacks. I've got 2 pistols, and I've got
Sure.
ambidextrous.
Okay.
And sharpshooter gives me a +20 on aiming.
Mm-hmm. That said, you are making multiple attacks. That means you can aim. Multiple attacks is full action. So.
Gotcha. That's alright.
Mm-hmm. There are no minuses here, of course, even though it's dark because the enemy is close enough. What this means is that you're firing your first pistol with only -10 to ballistic skill because of the hit, and the other shot will be with your offhand, and this is second attack, so -10 to your second attack, just because. And
well, it'll just be -10 for the second attack because of ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous. Mm-hmm, sure. So remember, you have for now 5 combatants against you, which means that you are trying to take out 2 of those 5 combatants. This is important because of the tracker that I've mentioned before. So I guess we can start firing.
All right. First one.
Mm-hmm.
-10. That's a get.
Okay, awesome. 83. You've managed to put a bullet in one of Zaurus warrior's leg. Roll 2d10, sorry. Oh.
Well, shit.
Oh, just in case it wasn't clear, because I think we did that one time badly. You can in second edition you can only reroll stat test. You can reroll damage, and you can reroll, for example, rolling for spells, for power levels. So I think I'm going to very quickly check if you did anything, because that's still a strength.
Probably not.
Hit.
Maybe.
You have Mighty Missile or Mighty Shot?
I don't have Mighty Shot.
Okay.
Everything I have is about putting number of shots downrange, not power shots.
Sure. No, sadly you can see that one of the bullets simply ricocheted off the creature's scales, and it's not even slowing down as it goes. It charges up the stairs, but you have second pistol, so please roll for second pistol.
I would like to re-roll that.
Sure, of course. Nice.
There we go.
Nice.
Again, same leg but different target. Roll 2d10.
Same leg. Bullet's still there. Second bullet's gonna push this one through.
Oh, that's
There
much
we go.
better. 11. Okay. So I am going to note this in my own document, because I'm going to forget half of those things. Let's just say, for simplicity's sake, that this is going to be the Zaurus that will charge you, Lambert. I mean, he's not going to charge you, he's going to engage you. You can be charged because you're up. But you managed to hit him. Okay. And nice. And you can see that the second shot that you've sent towards one of the other scaly warriors did some damage. There's this puff of blood as the bullet enters the creature's leg. It stumbled, hissed in pain, and then you can see that it looks up at you, raises its weapon in your direction, and tries to, it jogs towards your position, probably trying to climb and engage you in combat.
Gotcha.
That was a very good shot. Okay, after that we have Gustav. Gustav, what are you doing?
I don't have anything ranged, but I want to watch the rank charging at us and see if there's an opportunity that arises. I mean, I can't really do anything in like.
You can make, for example, you can declare me extra parry. You can declare defensive stance, because remember, this turn you will be charged. And yeah, I know that you are staying behind barricades. I've of course will give them minus modifiers to hitting you. But for example, if you go into defensive stance, the enemy will have additional, I believe, minus 20 to hit you.
Okay,
So
then
remember, that's very useful to know what kind of actions you can make, especially if you're not a combat-oriented character, because they can save your life.
In that case, I'm going to be in a defensive stance.
Yeah. Okay. So you enter defensive stance. This is double action, but that's actually very very good for you. You simply prepare to take the charge and hope for the best. After that it's Marla. Marla does exactly the same thing. You can hear her, Gustav, praying silently, slightly perhaps hysteric, to Shalia or maybe Sigma, or whatever god will listen to her. Then we have Black Griffin. The Black Griffin discharged his weapon. He's going to make. He drops his handgun and he pulls out sword and buckler, and that's everything he can do this turn. They don't have quick draw. Then we have you, Johannes. You still have your handgun in your hand.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing as the Black Griffin and draw my sword and buckler.
Okay, you don't have quick draw?
I do. Or no, I don't. I took Strike Mighty Blow instead. I thought about taking quick draw, but
okay,
but I didn't take it.
Strike Mighty Blow is actually very useful. So sure. You drop your discharged handgun, well, actually, slightly jammed handgun because the black powder didn't ignite. On the ground, you take out your sword, you take out buckler, and you prepare to defend yourself. Okay, so also tell me, and now I'm going to. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to randomize this between the four of you. I think that's going to be fair. With left to right. Gustav, the standard bearer, the lizardman standard bearer, who's holding this huge icon in one paw and a mace studded with, black stone, like teeth in the other, it charges towards you. So just so we are clear on that, of course, this means that Sean, the Black Griffin and Mara will be able to engage him rather without any problems. Johannes, Mara and Black Griffin also receive a single combatant, and Lambert, your combatant, now tries to. He will spend an entire turn just getting on top of this. Of this stone, platform that you're on, and he won't do anything else. The one that you've managed to hit with your pistol. Actually, I'm going to roll for him because it's not as easy as you might think. Let me quickly see. Now the more important question is if... okay, yeah, so he passed. Because in second edition, if you climb, you test your strength, you don't test your...
Right.
Agility.
Right.
Okay. What this means? They of course charge you, but they go up the stairs, there are barricades. What this means is that instead of plus 10, they each get minus 10 to hit you. Johannes, let's start with you. Your opponent crashes into the wooden barricades that perhaps maybe even you helped build. It doesn't care if the wood splinters enter his flesh. He just wants to, go engage in glorious close combat. And let's see. Oh, that's a good start. Okay.
Yay!
That's a botch. So that's the botch.
He impales himself on the barricade.
Yeah, and that's going to be the end of it. 7. Okay, all right. What this means is that you took the chance that this monster stopped itself at the barricade, and you smashed it in its face, or rather, in its maw with your buckler. It fell back, slightly dazed. What this means is that it won't be able to attack next turn. So please remember that next turn you're not being attacked.
Okay.
Now the same will go for Marla. It actually hits, even with all the minuses. Marla, oh sorry, I'm minus defensive stance, so it probably didn't manage to land the blow. Let's see. Here it is. Yeah, minus. So they have against you, Johannes, and against against you, Gustav, and against Marla, they have minus 30 to hit. So it failed. Now the standard bearer rushes you, Gustav. It tries to club you with the mace. It fails horribly. You simply jumped away, and the mace destroyed part of the barricade. And finally, we have the Black Griffin fella. Yeah, and this one hit, even with minus. Actually, he was behind the barricade, but he didn't enter the defensive stance. That said, the Griffin will try and block with the buckler, and he managed to deflect the blow without any problems. The first charge was repelled. Lambert, you can see that this creature, that you are fighting, is standing like it's going up this stone platform that you are on. I'm going to actually, let's say that he's somewhere here, here, and here. Okay. And what I want to do is this SB. Okay. Okay. Right. Next round. Same thing. What are you guys doing?
Alright, let's take a look here. That fucker is right there.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to... Is this the one that's wounded?
It is.
Yeah.
Alright. Well... I'm going to holster my pistols and draw my dagger.
You
I have quick draw, which is draw as a half action.
Yeah, so that means that you can still make a whole action after drawing your dagger.
Move in and attack, I guess.
You won't be able to move and attack. Move is single action, attack is another action. What you can do, for example, is
See here then.
Maybe make.
Oh, hold up. Oh shit. Alright. Well, he's blocking me off on this side there. Alright. In that case, I'm not gonna holster my pistols. I'm gonna do some fucking buck-wild shit, and if it pays off, it looks cool. If it doesn't, I'm dead. I have Swashbuckler, which means I can jump or leap as half action, and I increase the distance by 1 yard. How high up am I to jump off the backside? Over here.
You probably, I would say, 2 to 3 meters. So
Yeah, that's alright.
You wouldn't take
We can do it.
too much damage if you fail, but to go there, you need to go past him.
Yep.
So that means you get a single free hit because you are passing by an enemy. The only way to avoid this is if you would make a retreat action that is full action, but you need to move away from your opponent. It's a double
push me
action.
back this way, and that's fucking awful.
There are, remember, lots of enemies down
Yeah,
here.
yeah, that's why I'm saying we're not doing that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we're gonna get that free attack. Can I dodge a free attack?
Yes, you can dodge normally. You can parry if you have a weapon in offhand. That's no problem.
All right,
sure.
we're gonna go for the dodge, and we're gonna go for jumping.
Okay, so you are trying to move. You're trying to rush past this this monster and jump down. It swings at you. So I'm going to roll. They have very low weapon skill. It failed. You don't have to worry about this. You simply duck
Sweet. Don't you have to
under
dodge?
under his. Actually, wait a second. He has a spear. So he tried to stab you, and then you try and jump down. This is an agility test.
Yep.
You don't
What?
want to botch that, by the way. No worries. Okay, yeah, you jumped without any problems. You are right now. You are here, I think.
All right.
Yeah, you're not engaged with this enemy. You're also not engaged with anyone else. That said,
Yep. Bachelor for life.
yeah. That said, you're being targeted by something else. As soon as you jump down, you maybe even noticed this as you were running past Zaurus, that few small projectiles whisked past your ear. And as you jump down, someone, or rather something, is trying to hit you with let's see, with a javelin. This is, by the way, part of the let's just say part of the rules of this battle. Actually, I think I'm going to just tell you how this works. Any character not engaged has a chance to be struck by a javelin thrown by a skink. It's an occupational hazard, so to speak, and of course I still need to roll their ballistic skill, like that. Javelins, fortunately, are incredibly shitty weapons when it comes to damage dealt with them. Let me quickly see. Here it is. Yeah, it's strength -1. So you have a armor, right?
I do.
Okay. That's good.
Oof.
Okay, so 9, so 8 damage total.
To where?
51, I believe that's an arm.
Alright, so I got the one over on the toughness.
It's left
so...
arm.
Alright, so 3 damage would go through.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I'm telling
Alright.
you all this because you're on elevated positions and you can see the flow of battle. So you can also see those small shapes. You know, they're not engaging the griffins or the sailors, but they are standing, let's say, near the base of the pyramid, and they're just throwing their javelins and shooting blowpipes at any of the defenders who are currently not engaged with one of the huge hulking lizards. Fortunately for you, Lambert, you are all only grazed by the javelin. However, the damage was dealt. What this means is that poison takes effect. But the poison is this is the weakest poison possible. It's called, yeah, you need to pass toughness test.
Alright. So, yeah, boop. Okay, I would like to re-roll this.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually.
This is my only other luck. So, whoop. Okay, still a fail.
That's it's not bad. It's not good, but it's not.
But it's not a budge.
You lose 3 additional wounds from the poison. Because you can suddenly feel, almost immediately, that your wound starts burning. And there's this effect of dizziness, like overcoming you, almost instantly. It's of course, like one time only, unless you're going to be hurt again, so you know. Okay, now we have Gustav. Gustav, what are you doing? Bran?
Besides being muted, or maybe he's not muted.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. How does feign work again? Is that something that would be helpful here?
Feign actually is for all of you, because you have rather high weapon skill, I think, at this amount of XP. This is a counter test, counter weapon skill test. If you pass, the enemy cannot block your next strike. This is a single action. If you don't pass, you can still attack normally, but of course they will be able to, defend themselves or dodge, stuff like that. So
a feign would be part of a swift attack, essentially. Is that right?
No. The swift attack is always a double action. You can so even if you would have, for example, 3 attacks, you can only make a single attack after making feint.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to try this.
Okay. So you're making, since we are declaring this always, we declare our full actions at the beginning of the turn. I presume that you want to make feint and then strike the enemy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, sure. Roll weapon skill, and I'm going to roll for your opponent. Nice. I think you've passed.
Let me check.
And
I gotta
he
put my
failed.
character.
There's no way that at this amount of XP you have 38 weapon skill, even when you're academic. I bet that you have like maybe 50 or 40 something, I think.
Let's see. It is 52. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've passed, and he failed because I rolled 78. You're making this, this may be like whirling motion with your club. The lizard man just blinks stupidly as it's unable to follow it fast enough, and so you're able to deliver a single punishing strike to the creature without him having any chance to deflect this. Okay, please roll me normal weapon skill, and I can't do anything about this. Perhaps you want to reroll that, because remember, he can't parry this, or...
Yeah, I'll use a luck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Didn't do anything.
Yeah, let's say that maybe even you managed to land the blow, but it's simply deflected from this thing's arm. This is actually a very good strategy, Gustav. Because you
Aren't
can
there
see...
scales like in fantasy battles? They have like an armor save from their scales alone or something.
They have
Yeah.
scales in 2nd edition Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. It just gives you armor. So yeah, they have scales, and actually it gives them 3 points of natural armor on all their bodies.
Oh damn!
Yeah, there's a reason why
Even if that went through, that doesn't mean shit.
why Zaurus can take on the Chaos Warrior and emerge victorious. But they also have, fortunately, drawbacks. For example, their weapon skill is very, very low for creatures like that. Okay, you tried. That was good. Next time, fortunately, Marla actually is trying, and she'll do something, I think, unusual. She will aim and try to strike your opponent, Gustav, because she saw what you did. So she tries to capitalize on that, because remember, he can dodge or parry.
Yeah.
Actually, just... Oh, sorry, actually, no, he will be able to dodge and parry her because she didn't make the feint, but she will still try anyway. What this means is that she gets plus 20 total to hit the creature, plus 10 from you, and plus 10 from aiming. Yeah, that's... Actually, I'm going to reroll that. She has luck points. Yeah, plus 20, I think she managed to land the blow. Let me quickly check. Oh, and count number of turns, please. This is very important. No, she didn't.
This is the 3rd turn.
This is 2nd turn, I think.
It's turn to you.
Yeah, no, she has 28. So unfortunately, she failed. Again, her sword slid off the creature's scales. Now the Black Griffin. He will also do the same thing. You can hear him even shouting, "Concentrate on single one!" And then he strikes twice with his sword. All of you heard that, by the way, including you, Lambert, just so we are clear. And probably there is some merit to this advice, given the fact that he has a single attack. Nice. Given the fact that they are individually very tough opponents. So I'm going to roll +10 from aiming. He manages to hit. The creature cannot parry because it has, in its offhand, it has a standard. So I won't allow him to automatically parry with a standard. That would be stupid. He will try and dodge on, I think, 11 or 10. Let's see. Yeah, failed. So the Griffin manages to do exactly. So 2 additional points. Okay. And you can see, Gustav and Marla, that the soldier to your left, Gustav, actually was able to open a gash on the creature's chest. It even hissed slightly in pain and anger, but it's still, of course, still in the game. Sorry. Now it's Johannes.
Yep. Okay. I wanted to swift attack and do 2 attacks.
You have 2 attacks. Excellent, excellent idea. Of course, go for it. You're raising your sword and you're trying to cut down your opponent without mercy.
Yep.
Go for it.
All right. And of course, I'm at minus 10, though,
yeah.
so only a 35, but give it a shot. Oh, well.
Ah,
Miss with the first attack.
okay.
Miss with the second attack.
You don't want to reroll any of that, right?
I only have one
Okay.
luck,
Yeah. So
so
that's
I'm gonna save it.
Sure. Yeah, you are swinging your sword, and the fact is that, in normal circumstances, if you would, for example, still be in the Empire, in a normal climate, you would probably hit. But this horrible, fetid jungle, it literally saps the strength out of you. And all of you, by the way, as long as you're here, you can feel that. Over the last, couple of days, maybe even weeks, because I think that's at least more than a week passed, you have a feeling that this jungle is a bigger enemy than actually the creatures that are attacking you. You are sluggish, Johannes. You are tired. There's also almost always this slight headache at the back of your head, incredibly irritating, and so both of your strikes simply miss, unfortunately. Now the creatures. They they are expert predators, and what this means is that this here jumps down. I am going, of course, to roll for him. Sorry for that. I think a slight cold gets me. 0-3. No, it landed without any problems, and that's everything it's going to do right now. That was because he had to approach and jump down. 2 actions. Lambert, the hulking lizard warrior with bleeding leg, lands right next to you. The stone even shakes under your feet slightly as the creatures, simply squats right next to your person and, emits this sound from its maw. Johannes, Marla, Gustav, and Single Black Griffin, you are fighting for your lives as the monsters deliver a series of blows in your direction. What this means is that they all make swift attacks. They are simply oriented only for one thing, and that is killing. Johannes, let's start with you. No, and second one. The first one missed your head by inches. The second one... Oh, sorry. Actually, I just very quickly also need to roll one thing. It's armed with a spear, by the way. It tries to gut you with this long spear. That's on its tip there's this obsidian-like blade encased in golden metal. So, do you want to dodge or parry? Mind you, a spear means that you get -10 to dodging or parrying, because it has the fast quality. Fast weapons are harder to deflect or defend against.
I want to dodge blow.
Okay, remember, you have Buckler, right? Buckler gives you also +10, which
does
will... Yeah, every single shield gives you +10
Okay.
to parry.
And I will parry.
Yeah.
Then I will parry because that was the thing is my agility is 1 higher than my weapon skill, but if I get plus 10 for the buckler, then parry it is. Okie doke. But so I'm actually so the spear being fast negates the plus 10 for the buckler.
Yeah.
And then I get minus 10.
You get minus 10 to your weapon skill just flat, not to parry test, but to your weapon skill.
Right.
It's rather important actually because there can be variables, but doesn't really matter in this case.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So I'm just rolling. Big money. Nope.
Okay. I presume you don't want to, because this is the second attack, so there won't be any more.
Yeah. No. I'll suck up the attack.
Okay. Let's see. Well, not bad, not horrible. It's 12 damage total.
And what part of my body was this to?
Your body. So that means you have your plate there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plate. Okay, cool. All right. So then I get with my strength or my toughness down to 3 because of the whatchamahoosit. So that's 6. So 6 gets through. So I'm now down to 10 wounds out of 16.
Okay. The creature's second strike went through the armor, almost like it was paper, and opened a huge gash on the side of your body, on your ribs. You yelp in pain. Fortunately, it didn't really enter your body. It only, slashed you, but still, pain is substantial. Now it's Marla's turn, or rather Marla's opponent's turn. I'm going to roll first strike. No. Sorry, my kid is causing mischief. Here we go. Thanks. Yeah. So first miss completely. The second one, 0-3. Nice. I think the same roll as the previous arrows did. So Marla is Marla will dodge, I think. She failed. How many luck points she has? She still has 1 more after that. Okay, I'm going to reroll that. Nope, unfortunately. 8 total. Okay. Mara doesn't have any armor, right, Gustav?
I think she got it destroyed.
Yeah. Wait a second.
The piranhas destroyed it, I think.
Yeah, she only has Skull Cup. Okay. So it go through, so 5. So, okay. Gustav, to your right, you can hear Marla scream in pain as her opponent, actually tries and manages to hit her. This one is wielding this huge bronze-like blade, a mix between a club and some kind of a sword. Now it's your turn, and your enemy, the standard bearer, he tries to club you down. First blow goes towards your genitals. So that's
Well, dick move, literally.
Probably. They don't have their own, so they are envious of those who have.
Yes. Cloaca.
Do you want to parry or dodge?
I think I'm gonna dodge, and I think they do have their own genitals. They're just kind of like corkscrew shaped, aren't they?
I mean, of course they can defecate, right? But the lizardmen are being made in spawning pools. They are not
Oh,
born.
true. Yeah, they're not like normal reptiles, I guess.
They don't
Yeah.
even hatch eggs. They just emerge from a magical bullshit soup or something.
I was
Okay.
about to say, like,
All right.
you guys need to Google what turtle penises look like and have nightmares for a week.
I got turtle. I got Google lizard sticks.
I'm gonna dodge. I think that's my best shot.
I think we broke Michael.
I'll use a luck. I think that's my last luck now. I think I'm working with 2 fate, but I'm gonna double check in a second. I fail, but yeah, I fail. My sheet's not responding.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just it's really quiet, I think.
Yeah, that's all. He's dealing with his kid. I get it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I only have 2 luck now. So
Yeah, I
I've
can hear you now.
used up all my luck.
Okay, I was muted. Sorry. Okay, so what I want to ask you, Gustav, is how much armor do you have on your body? Because that's important.
2.
2. Okay, and how much toughness?
Toughness of I think it's 4, but 44. Yeah.
So 6 total. Okay, so 6 5. So times 2. So 10 damage total. Because genital hits are treated like wound hits, damage after deducing armor and toughness times 2.
Okay, so that's what gets through.
Yeah, 10 total.
Okay, so I'm down to 6.
Okay.
Ouch.
That was, I think that was the first blow, right? I believe, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so second strike minus 10. Second strike failed. So the first one, it managed to, well, to what's the word? I can't think today. To glance your nether regions, and that was of course enough to, for you to emit this high-pitched, just piercing scream of pain. Fortunately, because of the hit, you stumbled back a few steps, and the second strike that was going for your shoulder blade missed you completely. The huge war club struck the stone right, before your feet and actually cracked it. Yeah. After that.
So he's
yeah.
circumcised now.
Yeah. After that, we have the Black Griffin and his opponent. The creature goes for the head, and I'm going to roll for it to know exactly what kind of weapon it uses. It uses spear, so the Griffin will try and parry. Yeah, he managed to parry without any problems. Second strike missed completely. All right. Gustav, you can't of course really see that, but Lambert, you saw that the Griffin, expertly tries to protect himself with the buckler from the lightning fast strikes of the obsidian-tipped spear. Now,
Yeah.
we have new round. This is third round now, and you've been given some reinforcements actually. There are. Johannes, actually, you know what? Let's make this more interesting. Roll me D10, 1-5, you get a Griffin helping you. 6-10, a Sailor. Okay, you get a Black Griffin emerging to your right. Ready to support his fellow man. I'm going to. Okay, this here. Okay. I'm going to roll for Marla. 1-5. That's a Griffin. Oh, sadly she gets a sailor. Of course, given that this is a messy combat, there are, for example, your combatants fighting on the steps. You're not like holding a line, 100%. With one side on the with defenders on one side, the attackers on the others. On the other, combatants mix. What this means is that I am going to roll here. That's a sailor. Okay. Gustav, roll me d10, please. You also get a sailor.
You get a bunch of semen.
Boy seaman. Okay. I'm going to roll for the Griffin fella. Yeah, sailors galore. Which isn't very good because sailors suck. But, better that than nothing, right?
Yeah.
Lambert, roll d10, please.
1 sec. Let me get the notes real quick.
No worries.
Griffin. Alright. D10.
Mm-hmm. Nice, you get a Griffin. So that's
nice.
That's good. That's good. Let's say that he murders somewhere here. Okay, and they have. I'm going to roll for sailors. The Black Griffins have the same initiative as the first one. I'm not going to roll for for them once again. That's completely pointless. The sailors, however, I need to roll because they have completely different statistics. Sorry, actually deckhands, not sailors, but whatever, same thing really. So please note that the deckhands have initiative off, and maybe roll will be able to. Thank you to roll. They have initiative of 37 total. I've entered this, so I think they are right after Johannes, but before the Zaurus warriors.
Correct.
All right, new turn. This is the third turn. Again, this is important for the purposes of this combat. Lambert, as I've mentioned before, you have a monster looming over you, but you can also see a black griffin charging towards it, waving waving his sword again over his head. So you're not alone. What are you doing?
So, there we go. I was updating the initiative order. So he is now flanked, at least.
Yes.
I am going to holster one pistol and go for drawing my knife.
You can still make a single attack after that.
And I will attack then.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you holster one of your weapons. I presume the right-hand one, right? So that you'll be able to. Mm-hmm. You draw your knife.
Just go ahead and pull it out.
Yeah, and you try to stab the creature. Roll weapon skill. Nice.
Boom.
Nice.
He will try and parry. He has a shield. He failed. Roll damage.
What is damage on a knife?
Damage is strength -3. Knives are horrible in this game. Like, you have a bigger chance at some point if you're higher level to actually deal damage with your fists, which Sean, by the way, knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
All right, so my
strength
strength bonus.
-3 or strength -2. Let me quickly check. I think it's strength -3 actually.
I think it's strength -3. That sounds right.
So that'd be 1 damage.
Well, you got to roll your D10.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
and the D10.
yeah, it's strength -3. Mm-hmm.
All right, so that'd be 3 damage.
3 damage total. Right. It's simply deflected of the
Didn't do shit.
Yeah. I mean, you try to stab it.
There's a reason I use pistols, guys.
You try to stab it in the leg, perhaps even the same leg that's been already wounded. However, you manage to hit, a cluster of scales, the blow deflected completely.
I hit his scaly balls.
Yeah, huge scaly balls dangling between his legs. Gustav, you're up. You also see that, you know, 3 sailors who are semi-free right now because they're not being assaulted by any combatants, are rushing up the stairs to aid you. What are you going to do?
I guess it's swift attack time.
You have 2 attacks. You can also try and make the feint. Because remember, last turn, Marla and the Griffin attacked your opponent, which means you get plus 20% to hit it from them. So if you make a feint and you will manage to win, you'll be making a strike against this creature with a plus 20%. That's, you know...
Okay, I don't get the plus 20 right now, or is that after the...
you also get plus 20, but he can dodge and he can parry. Actually, he can only dash. He can't parry because he has the standard. So, you know, it's up to you, Brian. I don't want to, to tell you what to do. Actually, both of those things are good, honestly. So, you know, do whatever you want.
I think swift attack.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes this turn.
Okay, so the first strike, it's on a plus 20. You've managed to pass, right?
No. Oh, plus 20, yeah.
Yeah,
plus
okay.
20.
Okay. So, the creature will try and dodge. It's the only thing that it can do. It dodges on a 10, by the way. No, it failed. Roll damage. You strike it with a club right towards its solar plexus.
Oh, that was a...
Yeah.
That's 30. Wow.
Oh, nice. How much total?
Pretty good.
Strength is 4.
Strength 4, so 13 total. Okay, that's actually very nice. I just quickly need to... Your first strike, you hear that, you know, this loud crack, and the creature actually bent double after this blow. You think that you've broke something inside his body. It coughed up blood. Go for the second strike. What this means, second strike is on a plus 10.
Okay.
You still manage to hit, and I can do anything. You go for the leg, sweep the leg, and roll damage. How much total?
6.
No.
6 total.
So unfortunately, again, the blow simply bounced off its leg. But your first blow was really good. Okay, after that we have, I think, Marla. Marla is...
He's really good at giving blows.
Yeah, Marla actually will try and fight off her opponent because she's been wounded. So she declares a plus 10, I think, trying to find a weakness. Besides, she has 28 weapon skill, so I mean, without the plus 10, it's just bad.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to use her last luck. Nice! And she manages to hit. The creature will try and parry. They have shields, except for the... Yeah, it. But... And Gustav, Johannes, maybe you too, because, you know, combat means that you are constantly also checking your flanks, whirling around your opponent, stuff like that, so you know mostly what's happening around you. You can see that while Marla also went for a low blow, it's clear that those creatures, they know how to fight. It's probably the only thing that they are good at, perhaps the only thing they were made for. And they're not only good in attack, they're also good in defense. So the huge hulking warrior blocked the girl's strike without any problems with its large, like fanged, studded shield. Unfortunately, after that, after Mala, I think we have the Griffins, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So starting with your Griffin, Lambert. The man rushes your opponent and delivers a mighty blow with his sword. Yeah, and manages to hit. It already tried to parry, right? It failed, so it can only
Yeah,
dodge.
it already failed.
Okay, so it will try and dodge. No. Now let's see. 9. Nice. What this means, I'm going to check their stats very quickly. They have strike mighty blow, yeah. So 13, so 6. Okay, nice. This was the wounded one, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so what this means, Lambert, is that this man drove the tip of the sword from up high in between the creature's neck and shoulder. It sank to the hilt. The monster shuddered, fell to its knees, and slammed to the ground dead.
Good. I owe this man a beer.
Yeah. So that's actually important. After this round, I will count casualties. Now, the second Black Griffin, the one supporting you, Gustav, it also tries to concentrate on his own opponent right now. It makes an aimed attack. Fails completely. The creature simply deflected the blow. Johannes, you have your one of your comrades right next to you. And you can hear him, "For Sigmar!" Shouting as he tries to cut down the scaly menace. With plus 10 from you, no, he failed. Unfortunately, again, the creature was fast enough to block the strike with his spear. But now it's your turn.
Okay, swift attack.
Okay. You're slashing your sword wildly, left to right.
Nope.
Second strike.
Come on.
Nice!
Yes!
Now,
Woo!
while your first strike was perhaps too wild, your second strike is aimed right towards this being's torso. That said, of course, it can still try and parry. Yeah, and sadly, it simply,
damn it.
covered itself in the shield and pushed you back. That said,
Yep.
The sailors are in the fight, and with their incredible 31 weapon skill, they rush the Zaurus from behind. Let's make things interesting. The sailor on the left will actually aid you, Johannes.
Okay.
And he raises his hatchet and tries to take down your opponent. Plus 20% and still fails. The second one goes for the standard. Gustav, you can see a man with huge notched cutlass trying to strike down the creature that you've just wounded. Wow. And the final one supports the griffin. Why the fuck do I even bother?
Nice knowing you.
Yeah, no, it was like just trying to take them down and failing horribly. Okay, whatever. And now the Zaurus. So, given the amount of opponents, I am going now to randomize their attacks, because this is more interesting. Johannes, your opponent has 3 potential targets. 1, 2 will be Black Griffin. 3, 4, it will be you. 5, 6, it will be the Sailor. So I'm going to roll Black Griffin. Both strikes go towards your friend. Well, perhaps he's not your friend, but you've known him. Let's say that his name is Mikhail.
Okay.
The first strike misses Mikhail completely. The second strike misses Mikhail completely. Now, the Zaurus fighting Marla, he has a single sailor behind him, so I'm going to roll d4. 1, 2, it goes for Marla. No, it turns around, sensing that there's a danger behind him, and very fluidly it tries to kill the deckhand. 2 strikes. Yep. The sailor, they can only... Actually, they have daggers, so let's say that he try and deflect. No, unfortunately. Whoa. So, yeah, that's going to hurt. And the second strike fails completely. Johannes, you've seen that the monster fighting Marla, Gustav, you too, turned lightning fast and practically disemboweled one of the sailors. The man fell back, screaming. Just blood flies everywhere. You're not even sure where he was hit. He's still standing, but it's not looking very good. Gustav, let's see who the standard bearer is going to strike. 1-5, it will be you. No, standard bearer also is very angry because this warm blood tries to dishonorably stab it in the back. So 2 strikes from the club. First one goes. The deckhand desperately tries to block with a large fishing knife and his cutlass. Nope, unfortunately not. Okay, that's 14 total minus 11. Okay. Okay, that's not very good. Gustav, you saw that. That the sorry, that the creature turned around again, way faster than you would expect, and just practically crushed this man's leg. You hear a horrible crack. The deckhand screams in pain. He almost falls to the ground, but the adrenaline is keeping him up, but it doesn't look good. And the last Zaurus fighting. 1-5 goes for the Griffin. No, Sailor it is. Yep. Sailor deflects the strike with his knife, very in a rather impressive feat of arms, but there is a second strike. And it fails. It misses the man's chest by inches. Now, I would like for the note reader, to note that the where is it? That the tracker goes down one point. It's all you need to. It's all you need to
point.
Note.
Got it.
Okay.
This is turn 3 or 4.
This is turn 4.
Yeah.
Okay, Lambert, you have a breathing room. Although you already see that there is a scaly warrior jumping the barricades here, and it will run towards you and your Black Griffin friend.
Got it. I'm going to I'm going to put my knife away, and I'm going to spend my entire turn loading both of my pistols.
Okay, so
I have rapid reload. So it'll take.
I think you'll be able to reload the weapon at your next turn, right?
Yes.
Because, okay, you holster a pistol, it's half action because you have quick draw. In my games, holstering weapons, you have quick draw, it also counts for that. You pull out your pistol, that is another half action, which means that it's a one half action already. One full action already. You have 2 full actions per turn. So you start loading both pistols with a single full action. So tell me how long it will take for you to load 2 pistols right now after spending a single action already doing so.
So it'll take 2 actions. So it'll take 1 action the other action this turn, and half of my next turn.
Okay. So because with rapid reload, you reload the pistol with only a single action, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yes. So next turn, you'll be able to reload the pistol.
I'll be able to fire off 1.
Yeah, exactly that. That said, as I mentioned before, actually there.
Let me jot
Mhm.
down my ammo usage real quick. I
Oh
completely
yeah,
forgot.
Remember about
12
damage.
and where is it? There it is. All right. Hey guys, worst comes to worst, I still got my my sling from session 1. You know, old let me down.
The Old Faithful. Okay, after that we have Gustav.
You know, the one that I made that guy get struck by lightning with.
I remember him. He fell down like
He
a
deserved
bitch.
it.
I did that.
Yep.
Yep. Nobody can just nobody can argue it. I did it.
We all know that.
And then we,
It wasn't lightning.
and then we
it was
dumped
you.
him in the canal.
Yeah.
As Sigmar intended.
Really? He intended to stuff people in the canal? So makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Gustav, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna swift attack again.
Okay, you have +10 from the sailor. So your first strike goes for +10. Nope.
Nope.
And your second strike goes on your basic. Nice.
Alright.
Nice.
Nice. I'm going to try and dodge with this creature, but no. Roll damage. You once again go for the leg. No.
Oh,
That's
God damn it! I keep drawing the.
25.
It's
Okay.
a very committed.
I will
Man.
say I do seem to have better luck if I roll the D100 first. Like my D10 roll seems to do a little better.
How much damage total? 8 plus
8 plus 4. Yeah.
So 12.
12.
So minus 7, so it's 5. Alright, what this means is that this time, you strike the creature in its leg with all your might. The leg bent, the creature hissed, or, it made this strange sound of hissing and panting, obviously in pain. And it's practically, on its last legs. The standard, it desperately, tries to retain its hold on the standard, but it's clear to you that the creature is just, breath away from death. Marla is right now, and she will try and seize the chance, and she will try to run the monster through with her sword. She gets +20 total, +10 additional from aim attack, so +30. Screaming something like "Die and be damned!" She tries to gut the fiend, and she goes for the torso, for the ribs. He can't do anything else. D10. Yep. And Marla, the ex-prostitute, turned, rather unwilling treasure hunter, ran the lizardman standard bearer through with her sword. She twisted the blade. The monster fell without emitting a sound. The huge icon fell to the ground with a loud clang. There's this split second of silence as everyone comprehends what just happened, but then of course the combat returns. And now this is very important. Two spaces. Okay. That's, by the way, this is extremely good news for you guys. But it's, of course, the fight is not over yet. After Marla, we have the Griffins. Oh, sorry. Actually, I'm going to remove this one. Black Griffin here. He sees what's going on, and he will try and interpose himself between you, Lambert, and the Zaurus emerging over the barricades. The Black Griffin, fighting right next to Gustav, will try and cut down the Zaurus warrior with his sword, fighting furiously, shouting the name of Colonel Neuwald. For Neuwald! For Sigmar! But his strikes are completely ineffective, almost like Colonel Neuwald's leadership. And finally, Black Griffin right next to you, Johannes, he tries to support you, and he also tries to do his best. And goes for the legs. They already had their turn, so they can parry. Yeah, the Zaurus parried the blow, but Johannes, this means that it's completely open to your strike. It can't parry anymore. This means that now it's your turn, and you can do something.
Okay, I'm gonna swift attack again.
Okay, you get +10.
Miss.
Miss. Second strike.
Miss.
You are perhaps slightly overexcited. Your both strikes, well, they failed to connect. They failed to connect completely. That said, there are still the sailors. Although bloodied and battered, they try to do their best. The one of them will try and help you, Johannes, and your Black Griffin fella. All out attack from all of them, by the way. So plus 30 total. He still fails. That's just Peachy. The one fighting right on the right in front of Marla will also try to cut down. Actually, sorry, in front of Gustav. He will try to support Marla. Goes for the head. The creature, actually, it's turned his way, so it will try and parry with a shield. Every single parry from them, I just roll well. Sadly, it stabbed a deadly blow just in time, and finally there's the last sailor. All attack. It goes again. There's a lizard with a shield. Fails. Nice. So I'm going to roll for that. Not great, not bad. I think it's plus. Yeah. So Gustav, you saw that one of the sailors armed with again with a slightly curved sword wounded the scaled warrior fighting a Black Griffin on your left. All of you have a feeling that there's a shift in combat, and that the defenders are actually winning. That said, the lizardmen are still not done, and they still try to take at least a few of you with them before they go. So, starting with Johannes, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Johannes, the Zaurus warrior goes for you. Both attacks with a spear. It tries to skewer you. First strike fails. Second strike, cheers. Also fails. It would connect, but it will be first strike. Yeah, you were lucky. The first stab went past your legs. The second stab you were able to deflect before it reached your face. The second Zaurus, 1, 2, it will go for Marla. Unfortunately for her. Yeah, it hits. Marla will try and dodge. No, and she doesn't have any more luck.
Nope.
7 total. That's not bad. 7 total. What this means is that she has toughness 3, so 4 go through, so she's on 5. That's first strike. And second strike. Oh. Okay, that's 3. Yeah, she can parry with her offhand weapon, I guess. She managed to parry.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, none of you saw that really. Maybe you, Gustav, you were able to spot that your ex-girlfriend was, slashed slightly in the arm. Fortunately, the second blow also aimed for her arm. She was able to deflect with her knife, with her dagger, which I think she has, right? She has a dagger, I believe. I think she should have at least. Yeah, she has dagger and shorts. Okay. And finally we have the last Zaurus fighting Sailor or Black Griffin. Let's go for row 1, 2. Yeah, it goes for the soldier, desperate to take at least one of you down with it. No. No. Okay, and this is the end of combat because I'm going to remove this from my notes. Because with killing the standard bearer, you managed to advance the tracker by 2, and you already had the tracker by 1 before, which means that it goes all the way to the top, to 4, and that means your victory. Yeah. Second. Okay. Battle outcomes. We have Tracker 4. This is called Throw Them Back. Holding firm on the steps, the Black Griffins give as good as they get, mauling the Zaurus and forcing them to retreat back over the causeway. Not only Black Griffins, but we also know that sailors did their part as well. That said, of course, this is combat, so there were still Black Griffin casualties. I'm going to roll 2d10 and divide this by 2, and that's how many Black Griffins fell. Only 5 Griffins. Count that only 3 Black Griffins fell and 2 sailors, please. Sean, I think you are.
I can barely hear you.
Sorry. Note that 3 Black Griffins died and 2 sailors.
Okay.
That was
And
good.
how many sailors?
2. 2 sailors, 3 Black Griffins died, 2 sailors died. Of course, there are more casualties. By that I mean, wounded people. But only 5 dead. That's actually a very good number. You did extremely well. What this means is that now we'll take 5-minute break, and we'll be right back.
Alright, boys,
Okay.
I'll be back.
You boys here?
I'm here. I don't know where everybody else is.
Michael, Brian?
Looks like Brian's muted. Whatever else.
Okay. So I guess they're still not here. Okay. Sorry, here.
I have returned.
Nice.
Yay.
Bran? Bran's here or not
Brian's
here?
the only one outstanding.
Okay.
Uh-oh. 5 and
Brian
6.
Brian took longer to get back than it took me to make some eggs and bacon.
What were you saying, Sean?
What's that?
What-
Oh, I just the 5 plus 6 2d10.
Oh.
That's all.
Sure.
Uh-oh, we're back on blank paper now.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Wow.
Everybody else is.
Okay.
Yep, we're here.
Awesome. So, before we continue, for now I will upload this map once again.
Mm.
Right. Bran, I mean Gustav, you can work with Dr. Vakliger to perhaps try and save a few of the casualties. What this means is that you make a single heal test with a +10 for Doctor. Every single success saves 1 life. If you want.
So I'm rolling against intelligence. Is there a modifier?
+10 from the Doctor.
Okay.
Nice.
Intelligence is.
I'm pretty sure you passed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I want to see how many
Oh, how
successes.
many?
there.
Yeah.
Ah.
Intelligence is 63.
So.
So plus 10. That's succeeded
That's
by
5.
50.
So what this means is that there are no casualties on your side. Gustav and Dr. Vakliger managed to save everyone who was wounded. So the only dead lining the causeway, the plaza, are the lizardmen.
Oh, so those five who died, or
Yeah,
who I marked as dead, are not dead?
are not dead, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Can I try and save any lizardmen?
No, no. And if you try, you will be detained. Just so we are clear.
Okay.
And you know that, by the way, that probably... I mean, you see Neuvold and the Griffins just, walking right next to, like, between the nearby bodies, the bodies near the temple steps, and making sure that they are dead by plunging their swords into eye sockets and open mouths. They don't, they don't leave anything to chance. So the only losses were the 2 sentries sent to the forest right before the attack. Other than that, everyone survived, fortunately. So, seeing that the Warmbloods are a tough nut to crack, the Lizardmen retreat back to the tree line in good order. You all know that this was probably a probing attack. You know that they know that you don't have enough provisions to survive a full-scale siege, and even though those Lizardmen, they are monstrous, they don't seem to be stupid. So Quadzli, their leader, ordered his subordinates to fall back, and you know that they are right in front of the tree line, or rather behind the tree line, because throughout the night you're all being kept on edge by the steady beating of drums. In the aftermath of the battle, the plaza and the lower steps of the pyramid are liberally strewn with bodies of, fortunately, only the Zaurus. And when the sun rises, these bodies very quickly start to reek, attracting insects and small carrion lizards. You can see that the sailors and some of the griffins loot the lizardmen bodies for their shields and obstinate spears. Marla actually grabs a single shield from one of the dead scaly warriors.
Can I loot a spear?
Sure.
Something better than a knife.
Sure, of course. Also, the Zaurus standard was captured, and it is a beautiful trophy. It's fashioned from gold and jade in the shape of a grimacing lizard's head and adorned with exotic feathers. Marla, by the way, is being hailed by the griffins and the sailors as a hero, and even Colonel Neuvold approaches her after battle, puts her hand on the girl's shoulder in this rather camaraderie way, and praises her bravery, saying that we can always use another woman in the Black Griffins. Just so you know. And she smiles at her, although in her case it's more a grimace than a smile. However, you can see that Mara looks at her very coolly and says that her place is the sailors, which of course makes her even more popular with the sailors. They no longer make any unsavory advances towards her. Any comments, you can clearly tell that they are very, very impressed. And you can also tell that Marla is feeling not very good about this whole thing. She even tells you, Gustav, after the fight, that she was just acting on instinct and she didn't really want to do that. It was like in the heat of a battle, right? And now everyone just looks at her strangely, and she's not really comfortable with that. She also presented the standard to you, Johannes, saying that perhaps you should have it. And
why, thank you.
She says that we can sell it after we go back to the old world. I guess that it's worth something.
Yes, I think it will. If when we make it back to the old world, we will get a pretty penny for all of us to share.
Do any of you have Evaluate?
That's a good question.
I think
I do.
Yeah, and I think that Johannes, you probably should as well, given that you're a merchant. And
I
Gustav,
should.
Maybe you do.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Roll.
Boom.
Everyone rolls Evaluate.
Okay. Well, I have no idea. It's worth a copper piece.
Gustav, you want to roll if you have it?
I don't have
Gustav?
evaluate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll for. I'm going to see if Marla has it. If not, then
Oh,
she's
what?
not going to roll. Yeah, I know that you've passed. I just want to.
Oh, okay.
She has actually evaluate, so I'm going to roll. Let's see. All right, Lambert, you have a feeling that this piece of ornate, exotic, jewelry. Oh, it's a standard, right? It's probably worth about 100 gold crowns simply for its materials, but you have a feeling that
Just for its weight in gold.
Yeah, but you have a feeling that if you try to sell to the right buyer back in the old world, it would probably fetch a price of approximately 300 gold crowns. That is, by the way, a lot of money. Remember that.
There's a lot of money.
That said, Johannes, when you were given the standard, the brothers Horst approached you and told you that it's fine that you have it, but you can't be seen walking with it around, and so it will remain with the baggage train, like with the regiment baggage train.
Okay, that's fair.
They also didn't told you that explicitly, but you have a feeling that it will probably, be counted into the total sum of loot after this expedition.
Yeah.
Like everything. Okay. So
Just get a couple more of those.
Yeah. So
Call it
please
a day, go home.
know that this is now the next day.
Okay. So we're in line Vorhexen.
Yeah. The next day draws on, and the expedition's peril becomes increasingly clear, with the skinks in the trees shooting at anyone who goes to the moat for water. Tensions mount among the defenders, with two questions at the forefront of everyone's minds. How can they escape, and will von Stiftanzer even agree to leave? Von Stiftanzer, by the way, have spent the entirety of the battle cloistered in the pyramid, much, by the way, and you all know that, much to the resentment of those who risk their lives on the steps. Once she is satisfied that the second attack is not imminent, Colonel Neuwald descends to try to convince him that they have to leave. She takes you with her, Lambert, because you are his aide. She takes few of
Maybe
her
we
men.
can bury the hatchet. Me and her can just bury the hatchet, preferably in her head.
You don't think? I mean, she.
I do not say that out loud.
I know, and she, of course, she doesn't ask you. She just tells you, "You, halfling, with me now," something like that.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
She takes also about 6 of her men with her.
Wait
a second. And you all go down. Meanwhile, Gustav, Johannes, and Marla, you are topside. Gustav, if you wish, you can roll for healing to heal others' wounds and yourself included.
Okay.
You have +10 from Dr. Vakliger, so please roll. For yourself first, I think.
Okay.
Today is actually Hexentag.
Intelligence
63. No, that wouldn't do it.
Unfortunately not. You can reroll that if you wish.
I don't have any luck.
Okay.
I don't have any luck.
So roll for Johannes. Nice.
Yeah.
So roll D10. Johannes, you get back 6 HP.
Woohoo! I'm fully healed.
Yeah. Lambert, you were wounded. You were wounded, right? Roll for Lambert before he descends into the pyramid. Nice. 0-2, which means that you immediately restore 2 HP, because remember, we used the home rule that 1 and 2 are the ultimate success. So roll D10. 11 wounds total.
I am good, boys.
and roll for Marla.
Nice.
I vomit the poison out, and it's a panacea.
That'll do it.
Okay, roll d10. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
By the way, when our next...
Can I take a healing drought?
If you have it, of course, you can, sure.
I got
Yeah.
one.
Mm,
He can have
it's
mine
D-
if you want to.
Oh, thank you. Is it D10?
no, it's 4.
D4. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
better enough. Thank you, Lambert. I appreciate it.
No. You roll. You gain back 4. You don't roll 4. You just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just auto 4.
Yeah, healing drops always give you back 4.
That was my only one, but he's welcome to it because he was hurting.
I don't want to change the rules now, but for our next Warhammer campaign, I will introduce a few new rules. For example, rules for healing will restore. On a successful test, you will restore D10 plus the first digit of your intelligence. It's similar to how it works in 4th edition. I think it also, represents a higher skill rather well. You will also be able to advance between careers much more efficiently. By that I mean that you won't have to learn the basic, or rather the more logical things from your skills list. So, for example, if you are what was that? I think cartographer or something like that. He has navigation, right? Or he has like map reading. So we will treat it like that. That you were reading maps throughout your entire life, which means that eventually you'll be just able to buy it. But any skills from outside, or any skills that will, it will be per skill like basis, that will logically require some time to learn, you still need to learn. That said, I think
I have a question.
I think that it will be for your benefit, because it will allow you to progress more quickly, and you won't be landlocked with a skill that you can't learn. Shoot, Michael.
How long ago was the did I get bit by a lot of bugs?
That's a good idea. I don't think you have it anymore. Let me quickly check.
Because I think it was like 4 days was the thing. It was like the duration, and it's apparently been like 5 days.
So probably it went away. I just need to reload my row because
It's covered in acne scars.
It doesn't allow me to open Windows. Tell me, by the way, what do you think about this change?
Oh, I'm all for it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Like, if I'm already a wizard, I don't see the point of having to learn something I should already know by that point.
Attunement or something, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, I'm not like hard coding that. You will
No.
probably still need to tell me what do you want to buy, and I will decide if that's something that you are able to learn throughout your life, or and because of that you'll be able to just buy it, or that you will actually need to spend some time. But mostly you'll be able to just buy it. Only the things from outside of your careers. All of them you probably need to learn from the scratch, but that's, I think, more than logical. Okay, so yeah, you don't have it anymore, Lambert, so you don't get the -10 willpower. Of course, you still, you still got perhaps blisters or small scars from.
And I failed the heat thing. I understand that.
Yeah. The heat thing that you failed, permanently. Also, as I mentioned to the guys before, I don't require you to roll every single day when there's a time skip, because that's too much. We only roll for during the days that something can happen. So anyway, Gustav, you and Dr. Vakliger, you try to help as many wounded sailors and griffins as possible. You've also managed to bandage and you managed to bandage your friends. You yourself don't feel particularly well. You've been wounded more seriously than you thought, perhaps. but and remember also, other than that, you can't even. I mean, you can enter the plaza, but you can't approach the moat, given the skirmishers hiding nearby and just attacking everyone with javelins and blowpipes. This is, of course, a problem because the water is slowly but surely running out, even with rationing. Now, Lambert, Colonel and her 6 men, you go down to the bottom of the pyramid and approach von Stifttanzer.
Yes, sir.
You can, of course, I'm going to read now something. You can, of course, break in anytime you want, just so we are clear.
Yeah, go for it.
Magister, says Neubot, those beasts out there have us surrounded. The longer we wait, the longer they have to bring up reinforcements. We need to get out now. Out of the question, says von Stifttanzer. Simply out of the question. The wizard hasn't shaved in a few days and has dark circles under his eyes from lack of sleep. I am this close to a breakthrough. This close. We can't leave simply because of some scaly savages. This is what we came here for, Colonel, says Captain van der Veek. He's also with you, of course. If we leave now, we go back to Marienburg empty-handed. The backers won't be happy. Neuvot looks less than happy herself. I'd rather go home empty-handed than not at all, she replies. And I won't ask my men to wait around here to die. If you think you can open the door, open it. Otherwise, we are leaving. Very well, says von Stifttanzer, if you insist. I do have a hypothesis on how it can be opened, but I won't be held responsible if it goes wrong. I want it writing, Captain. She forced my hand. Captain van der Veek says nothing while the Colonel rolls her eyes. Oblivious to them both, the Magister turns towards the door and begins to chant. A faint glow forms around his outstretched fingers, and the rings of glyphs in the great stone seal begin to rotate, mirroring the movements of his hands. As the last ring slides into position, a white light swells from the serpent glyph in its center, racing out along the branching lines of gold. The Colonel and the Captain step back, raising their hands to shield their faces, fearing the worst. But all that follows is a quiet click, followed by the deep rumble of the stone door sliding open. Well then, says von Stifttanzer, seemingly strangely troubled that his spell worked, it appears my calculations were correct. By the way, Michael, you weren't on the last session. There's a handout named Temple of Tepok Seal.
Temple of Tepok Seal.
This was the seal that you were forced to touch, and you were blinded by the spell emerging from the serpent glyph in the middle. So I presume that right now Lambert probably stands at the as far away as possible.
I stand to the side of the door as far away as possible.
You can stand to the side.
Crossing
the door.
Oh, it's just one long shaft.
Yeah.
I stand behind Captain, and
sure.
I've got both my fingers crossed in the sign of Ranald.
Sure. Beyond the open door is a dark, cavernous space, larger than any other chamber in the pyramid. You don't have magical sense, of course, so I'm not going to tell you what you would be able to feel if you had. That said, there is no turning back now. Lighting torches to see the way ahead, the expedition leaders press on into the tomb. I also want to, of course, say that their Mother Akala is also present. But other than that, it's only you, Lambert, and a few griffins. As soon as the torchbearers pass through the door... Actually, sorry, just let me quickly do one thing. As soon as the torchbearers pass through the door, the room is filled with a glittering golden light, the reflection of the torchlight from hundreds of gold plaques lining the walls. Above them soars a vaulted ceiling, as tall as the nave of the Cathedral of Sigmar in Aldorf. Its great granite blocks are carved with a pattern of branching geometric lines and graven depictions of animals, just like the one on the seal. On one side stand representations of the same lizard creatures that are waiting in the jungle outside, standing tall at the base of a branching line that descends through carvings of newts, lizards, and crocodiles. Opposite them stand a quintet of more familiar figures, what appear to be the engraver's alien idea of an elf, a dwarf, an ogre, a halfling, and a human. The lines above them rising up through graven depictions of apes and monkeys. In the center of all the branches, a great amphibian face grimaces down from the apex. "No," whispers von Stieftanzer, looking up at the carvings in reverential awe. "No, it can't be." In the center of the chamber stands a circular pool of still water, and at the center of the pool sits a stone dais. Upon the dais sit the mummified remains of a great toad-like creature, wrapped in bandages and bedecked with golden ornaments. A death mask of beaten gold covers its face, staring with impassive eyes of inlaid turquoise at the intruders in its tomb. It depicts the same face as the one carved into the center of the ceiling.
Oh no.
You
Of course I don't
remember,
know that.
you remember the name that the Hekwa, the skink priest, told you at the summit of the pyramid. Xotlaloka. The slant
I
priest.
remember it.
Yeah, you were there.
I think I'm in such like reverent fear of the area we're in, because I was expecting another spell to blind me or some shit, or just kill me at this point, that I audibly say that name.
You say that name, and you can feel, this strange impulse, like almost like an electric pulse coming through your body. This creature, I'm actually going to show you the handout, even though the handout is quite fun because it's from the scenario
It's just
itself.
It's like a picture of Lord Croak.
No, it's you can see Xotlaloka.
Hey, he looks like a background character in a Samurai Jack cartoon.
Yeah, it's like a slant priest from Timu. So
We have slant priests at home.
yeah, we have the slant priest at home. Now you see that the death mask, it's probably worth, you have no idea how much more than the golden standard that you captured during the battle. It's made from solid gold and inlaid with gems.
Just by materials alone, we're talking thousands.
Yeah. Now, second, very quickly need to check all the rules. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so you are completely magically inert. That said, just by looking at this creature, this dead mummified creature, you have a sudden urge to fall on your knees and prostrate yourself. You don't do that. You don't have to do that, of course. But it's like this room is suddenly filled with a tidal wave of powerful otherworldly presence. And just for a split second, you have a feeling that this presence tries to enter your mind. Fortunately, it doesn't, and nothing happens. Now I'm going to need to roll for Stieftanzer, because
he has magic, and he's a weak-minded jerk.
He passed. He's a very high level wizard, so he was able to pass. That said, you can hear him just mumbling something under his breath. And when he regains enough presence of mind, the Magister appears shaken but very definite. He says that this, and he points at the mummy, is what you have come for, and you cannot live without it. Captain van der Veek agrees, but you see that Colonel Neuwald appears distracted by the enormous quantity of gold the tomb chamber contains. You all know that if the expedition can carry even a fraction of it away, you will be rich as lords. But of course, first you need to figure out how to escape the encircling lizard men. Neuvold and Van der Beek immediately set men to packing up the relic priest and as much gold as can be carried while they get to work devising a plan. What this means, Gustav, Marla and Johannes, you are being summoned to the bottom of the pyramid to join with the crews, packing the gold plaques lining the chamber. What this means, I'm not, sorry, just a second, I'm not going to describe this place once again to you, Sean and Brian, but the description that I gave to Michael applies to you as well. That said, Sean, when you enter, please roll me willpower test immediately. you have a magical sense.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, -10.
Oof,
I do not pass. I will use my luck.
Okay, sure.
My only luck.
Mhm.
I still don't pass, but that's okay.
That's not as bad as you might think. This means that you get a single insanity point. Because I'm going to describe this to you. As you enter the chamber and you take your first glance at the mummified remains of this toad-like priest, you know that you catch only a glimpse of your own cosmic insignificance in the eyes of the golden mask, of the golden death mask. Compared to this creature, you are nothing. You are less than nothing. A speck of space dust that will be, one day just blown away. You also, without any tests, you can feel the tremendous power emanating from this chamber. You never felt anything like that. And it's almost like a solid wall of pure force.
Okay.
So Gustav, Marla, and Lambert, you saw that for a split second Johannes stumbled as he entered the chamber, blinked a few times, shook his head, and then returned to his former self. Johannes, go ahead.
I was gonna say I clutch my hammer amulet and mutter, Sigmar preserve me. By the way, I have 5 insanity points now. That is it 6 where I get.
It's 6. It's 6 when you roll.
Okay, cool.
It's 6 when you roll, and 9 when you automatically, I believe, gain insanity. Or 12, actually, I think. Doesn't really matter for now. Okay, Michael, you want to say something?
Nothing. I was gonna warn my friends, hey, it's really funky in there. Are you sure you want to go in there? But they already went in, so fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we got ordered to, so.
Yeah, that's all right.
Johannes, Gustav, Marla, quite a few sailors, and a few of the Black Griffins. You all start, and you are ordered actually to do that. You all start prying the golden plaques from the walls. You too, by the way, Lambert. Sorry, you as well.
I know, but I'm wanting to walk up to the captain and to the magister and say, we're trying to get out of here with that.
They both look at you. You see that von Stiftanzer has. His eyes are completely unfocused. He looks terrible. He looks like someone who hasn't slept in a very long time, and you think that being so close to this thing probably doesn't, do his
Doesn't help.
sanity any any help. I believe, right? That's
I just wanted to. I want to say, when we were talking to the lizard beasts.
Sorry. Go ahead.
When we were talking to the lizard beasts in the temple before everything went down, they talked like this thing was a god, which is heresy, of course. But if we want to get out of here, why don't we just carry it out in the open with us?
Because, says von Stiftanzer, and you can hear irritation in his voice.
Attack us?
Because it's...
Attack us against their god?
Well, first of all, this is no god. This is just a relic, a very powerful relic, and we must make sure that it reaches our ship and then the Empire in a single piece, Lambert. We don't know how it will react with the air outside of this temple. We also don't know how those beings will treat it. Perhaps it's as you say, that they won't do anything unwise to us because well, they will be afraid to damage it, but perhaps they will, who knows, maybe they will just enter into some kind of apoplectic fury and they will try to take it from us by any means necessary. I mean, I can't believe that you are so short-sighted. Vander,
Short-sighted? How do you think it's going to get on the boat?
well,
It's not going to go in one piece.
Actually, you can see it right now that the sailors, group of sailors, is building a wooden crate around it. You know, they are just...
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. All right.
Vandervik just
It
points out...
belongs in a museum.
Yeah, Vandervik, just points his head towards it and says, "You don't have to worry about that halfling. My men will carry this thing in a crate to make sure that it's safe to the boat. The only thing that we need to worry about is to make sure that we'll be able to reach it. Now, if you excuse us, me and the rest of the readers, we need to devise a plan, so make yourself useful. Pry a few of those golden plaques. And no stealing. Every single piece of treasure from this tomb will be accounted for and distributed according to the shares agreed at the outset of the voyage."
I read the contract, Captain. No worry.
Excellent. So please be on your way. We need to discuss the strategy. Now, Colonel, and he starts talking with the expedition leaders, right? With Colonel Neuwald, Mother Akela, and von Stiftanzer. Although you can see, Lambert, that von Stiftanzer doesn't really listen to him. He constantly just looks at the toad-like mummy being, covered in this hasty built wooden crate. So my question to you all is that, does any of you try to steal a plague and hide it on your person? Lambert?
It's a whole ass plate, and I'm maybe 2 plates tall. Fuck no.
Okay, Johannes?
Johannes.
Sean?
He's muted.
So Brian?
No, I'm actually gonna try and drag my feet as much as possible with the
Okay.
prying up with the gold plates. I do want to be observant of the rest of the room.
By the way,
though,
it's plague, not plate, just so we are clear, perhaps.
Plaque.
plaque.
Plaques, yeah,
Okay.
plaques, yeah. So, yeah. For your reference, the plaque, a sacred plaque weighs about 40 pounds, which is LBS, right? It's for pounds, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Or
So
100,
they weigh as much as me.
yeah, or 180 encumbrance points. Mhm.
I don't try to steal one.
Okay, so those of you who can, please roll evaluate, and you don't have to worry about botching here. So
It's just me.
very
Boom.
nice. Remember that evaluate you can. It's basic skill, so you can roll it even on your half intelligence if you wish. Marla passed. Gustav, do you roll?
Damn.
I don't have evaluate.
You can roll on
You can roll it.
on half because it's basic.
Oh.
Yeah, basic skills can be rolled on half of your stats if you don't have them.
Okay.
No, but doesn't matter. So, Marla, Johannes, and Lambert, you know that, you guess that a single plaque is probably worth something about 200 gold crowns. And there are a lot of them here. The walls are just lined with them.
All I'm saying, guys, is that if we can get back the divvy of shares on this hall, we can open a new tavern.
Sounds great.
We'll open a new tavern in Marienburg.
Yeah, says Marla, laughing. I don't think we want to open a tavern in Outdoor. The Thistles will probably think that, that we're their competition or something.
We could go back to the moot. You guys hang out with a bunch of halflings.
Oh.
Open a tavern there.
But
Possibility.
how do your... Sorry, what's that, Brian? Sorry, Gustav, once again?
I'm looking around at all the gold, looking really out of place. This isn't right. This isn't how I wanted to get rich.
But why?
By stealing?
Mar asks, but Gustav, tell me, why? We are not robbing a Sigmarite temple or a Shalayan temple. Those things outside, they are monsters. You saw that. They try to kill us, and probably if they would probably devour us. It's like, I don't know, they're like beastmen, right?
I don't see it this way. We spoke with them. We broke bread with them.
Well, some of the veterans from the north that I've been with, says Marla, and you can tell that she is blushing even in this, half light of this huge cavern, told me that some of the northern raiders from the last war, they were also able to speak. So what of it, right?
No, we didn't break bread with them, though.
If it speaks, it doesn't mean that it's friendly. And look, perhaps we should probably finally get a win in our lives, right? Not just being beggars and vagabonds until we get old, or worse, probably die long before that. I, for one, would love to settle down. I, for one, would love for us to open another establishment and this time make it work. And if this gold will help us, yeah, alright. Maybe it's not the cleanest way for us to get rich, but then again, we all agreed to take part in this expedition, right? She asks.
Yeah, we took this job. We signed the contract.
I guess I was a little naive in thinking it was a scientific expedition.
From what I gathered, and she takes a glance at von Stiftanzer, who, by the way, you can see that right now he's just looking at the crate. He's like standing still, just looking at the crate. Well, from what I gathered, this is still a scientific expedition of sorts. It just means that the rest of us who are not academics, we can get rich, right? This magister here, this mage, will get what he wants, and we, his bodyguards and servants, we also get what we want, and that means money. Tell me, how would it be any different if we, for example, would be in the old world and you would join an army to go fight a border war with Bretonia, right? Let's say that we would, and let's say that the Imperial forces would be victorious. You know what happens after a victorious battle, right? Looting.
I wouldn't have joined an army to fight Bretonia.
Why?
I might have joined an army to fight the Northmen.
But you joined this one.
Alright, but...
You're stuck with the lot you're in.
But what would happen if it would be Bretonians that attacked us? What if it would be Bretonians that first initiated the aggression? You know, raiding a village here, maybe a city, a border city there, I don't know which border cities lie right next to Bretonia. Oh, and you wouldn't join then? You wouldn't use your healing skills to help our soldiers? And then perhaps get rich after, defeating the enemy, threatening the Empire?
I just don't think there had to be bloodshed over this. We could have traded.
But... Alright, I don't know, perhaps there is some merit to what you're saying, Gustav, but what Lambert says, we agreed to join. We signed the contract. We are here right now.
We're here now, yeah. I'm not arguing with anybody, I'm just
and we can make
a little disappointed.
And we can make our lives better. Maybe no more cells in Beckenhafen for you and Johannes. Maybe no more racism towards halflings. when it comes to
I'll
Lambert.
never go away. What? But like, with the payout we get from this job, you'll be able to drown your regrets and sorrows in as much wine as possible.
Yeah, think about it. Maybe you'll be even able to open, your own what's the word? Clinic, right? In Marienburg. Who knows?
There you go.
We'll be
I,
able to run a tavern, and perhaps adjacent to the tavern will be your own very own clinic. You'll be able to help people.
And if you have a lot of regrets, you can just donate your share to the temple.
Yeah.
And they'll probably put a statue up for you.
Yeah.
Or name some operation. Oh, this is the Johannes operation. And it's about,
Please do
cutting
stop.
a little bit off the top of your deck. I don't know.
I pretend like I'm really focusing on the best way to pry a plaque off of the wall, like the best angle to come at it from, as I'm ignoring everybody.
Sure. What do you think about this, Johannes? Asks Marla. I don't know. There's way too much death and fighting for me here. Yes, but then again, I think it would be silly of us to think that, signing up for a military expedition led by a magister from the Empire would not include some sort of violence.
Oh well, I mean, as a soldier, I expected violence. So, it's to a hammer, everything looks like a nail, right?
You're a soldier trainee.
Hmm. But in any event,
Actually,
I assumed. Sorry, go ahead.
She says she laughs quietly. This nail and hammer thing, the saying, I once heard it. I think I once overheard a knight of Myrmidia on the streets of Aldorf speaking about Sigmarites in a rather demeaning manner, saying that for worshippers of Sigmar, every problem looks like a nail because they are the hammers, right?
Yeah. And I would say, as a Sigmarite, that's true.
As a Sigmarite, he doesn't get the joke.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. Please continue.
It's like everything's a nail if you hit it hard enough.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, I understand, some remorse at loss of life, and could we have done this another way? Sure, but here we are, and I think, aside from the fact that we've been ordered to do this, we owe it to ourselves to make as much success out of this as possible. So, and I pry another plaque off the wall.
Yeah, you pry another plaque. Lambert, I guess that you also help, right?
I mean, in my own very minuscule way, I will pry plaques off the wall if people are willing to catch them.
Yeah, they
Because
are.
there's no fucking way even the best bodybuilder in the world is going to be able to lift. Well, there probably is, but like even the best bodybuilder in our company is going to be able to lift their own weight in a gold plaque.
Yeah.
Sure.
Can I'm gonna just walk away from everybody, like I'm inspecting other plaques, and just can I roll perception a perception for the rest of the room, or is there nothing worth
So when
noting?
did Gustav become a moody bitch?
But but what do you want to spot anything, Gustav? Yes.
Yeah.
Roll me perception. Sure. No, there's nothing. There's still pool of water with the days on it. You guess that the water is probably drinkable, the same as in the moat, but no one seems to be willing to try it. Except for the plaques, there's nothing here. Xathrodox86's remains are already encased in the crate, and you can see that the expedition leaders are discussing quietly their options. That said, I'm going to roll very quickly. Okay. While Captain Van der Beek is busy speaking with Mother Akela, Colonel Neuwald spotted you that you are just looking around and says, "You, sailor, get back to prying the plaques. Everyone works here. Do your part."
I turn and look at him with a blank expression, and then nod, and then just kind of slowly turn around.
At the woman, by the way, that was
Okay. I
Colonel
thought that was
Neuwald.
the captain.
No, the
That
captain
was
doesn't.
scary lady.
Yeah.
The one we don't fuck with
Yeah.
anymore.
The captain is too busy discussing things with Mother Akela, so you are just, Neuwald spotted you saw that you didn't do your part and ordered you to return to do your job. So anyway, that's how this looks. And while the goat is being packed up for transport, the expedition leaders are deciding how to escape Quadzlis encirclement. Neuwald is initially in favor of a breakthrough attack, but with an unknown number of lizardmen waiting in the jungle, the other expedition leaders, including the brothers Horst, by the way, Johannes, you see that her seconds in command are also here.
Mhm.
Persuade her this is too dangerous. Now, given that you accepted Picky Pocket's guidance here, you know that there is this sort of a back door out of the temple, right? It's right next to the serpent monolith, through the caves. So
Right.
eventually the expedition leaders accept this as the only workable path of escape. But of course it's clear that it will take some time to get all the survivors up and into the caves along with their treasure and supplies. So after some time spent in discussion, they resolve to move after dark to give themselves as much time as possible before the lizardmen are alerted. The Black Griffins will act as a rearguard to protect the retreat and will set off their last barrels of black powder to destroy the monolith behind them and prevent the lizardmen from following them into the caves. You all know this because, first of all, the expedition leaders are not very, they're not especially quiet when they discuss their options, and secondly, they eventually relay them to everyone in the expedition. And so as the preparations are being made, you also, each one of you sees that Mother Akela gets a last look at Xotlaloka as the relic priest is being loaded into its crate. She seemed as unsettled by it as anyone else, but Johannes, please roll me -10 perception test.
Perception.
Nice. You've noticed something interesting. She doesn't seem to have the same visceral reaction to it as you or von Stiftanzer. That said, she also repeats her comments from earlier. Unlucky business digging up graves. Cursed unlucky business. Several of the sailors who overhear her seem spooked by her somber words. They look at each other, they make signs of, mostly Manann and perhaps Shalia. And this is where we end Act 3. I'm not going to give you points yet, because I think we still have at least half an hour of gameplay, unless some of you need to go early, then please tell me.
I've got about 15 minutes.
Okay, so 15 minutes is more than enough. The rest of you,
Before I gotta
Brian,
go pick up little boy.
Brian, Sean?
I'm good.
Okay. Wait a second. Okay, so we start Act 4. The Act 4 is... Do you hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. The Act 4 is named Cold-Blooded Fury. Part 1, Night of Sorrows. Night falls on the 1st of... Sean, first of?
First of Vorhexen,
First
which
of
is
Vorhex.
actually Hexentag, and it's a holiday to Moor.
Okay, so that's very fitting indeed.
Yep.
Because in the game it's 1st of Caldicide, but we are playing during different times, so it's better. Of course, our game is better. So night falls on the 1st of For Hexen and the expedition.
Not Hexens.
Not Hexen. Okay, that's that's good enough as well. Night falls on the first of Nahexen, and the expedition make their move. The serpent monolith up which you must climb is close to the tree line, and it's impossible for the expedition to move en masse towards it without alerting Quadzli's keen-eyed skink sentries. As soon as the first men approach the stone columns of the monolith, the eerie wail of a conch rises from the jungle, and the drums begin to beat again. The lizardmen are readying to attack, and this time they will bring their full force to bear against you. So normally this part I would have to split it into one for Sean and the rest for you, but I am not going to do that because I am not completely insane. So while most of the Black Griffins stay behind to act as a rear guard, some of them of course join the sailors in protecting them as they move the treasure, supplies, and most importantly the remains of Xotlaloka towards the caves. Sean, Johannes, you are part of that small contingent of Black Griffins. That means that I won't have to, split the fight. It would take probably at least 2 sessions to do this that way. So what we're going to do is I'm going to completely omit the hold the steps defense, and instead we'll only make the escape to the caves combat. The escape to the caves, including the tracker, similar to the one that I was using earlier, it will determine how many of the crew have escaped into the caves. The lizardmen will of course try to stow it by harassing the retreating sailors, all of you. And so, the battle itself is split into 3 phases. As with the previous attack, the combat mechanics are used for close-ups of the action at significant moments when you are involved. Everything else, it will be resolved narratively. So, no mass combat rolls, no rolls for every single combatant in the expedition. That would be just nuts. Phase 1. The battle begins. The steps. The first forces Quadzli sends forward are a screen of skink skirmishers who cross the causeway and the moat in loose formation and begin pelting the Black Griffins with poison javelins. Of course, the Griffins exchange fire with the skirmishers, felling quite a few of the diminutive creatures, even though it's dark. Eventually, perhaps even driving them back out of javelin range. After all, javelin versus handgun. Handgun usually wins. And because of the still remaining barricades, most of the Griffins are are mostly protected from the from Skink's projectiles. As massed ranks of Zaurus begin to form up outside the moat, and maybe some of you even see it as you make your way towards the caves, few salamanders slip into the moat as well, to either side of the causeway, each of the pair accompanied by few skink handlers with goads. Behind you suddenly hear this whooshing sound, and as you turn back in the darkness of the night, you can see those long gouts of flame engulfing the barricades, and perhaps even few of the men hiding behind them, as the salamanders, the orange crested creatures that you first encountered in the swamps before entering the crater, they are being unleashed by the skinks on the defenders. You don't really have time to notice what's going on exactly, as the tempo that's being imposed, not imposed by it, what's the word? Enforced, that's the word. Enforced by Captain and his officers is quite punishing and quite severe. And by the way, practically all of you, maybe not you, Lambert, but Gustav, Johannes and Marla, you each carry at least a single plaque, just so we are clear. So that's 180 degrees, 180 points of encumbrance currently added to your character sheets. Please note that and tell me if this means that you are overcumbered.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am.
And tell me by how much.
Let's see. So I got it plus 180. So
Yeah.
that's math.
I'm over by 20.
Doesn't matter in that case. By 20 is it's fine. But this is important because it can affect your movement.
I believe. So let's see. Oops. Okay, so I'm up to 466, and your encumbrance is your strength times 100, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but my strength is down to 20 because of the heat, so I am 266 over.
266 over.
Mhm.
Oh. Okay, so okay, so
Jesus
sorry. In that case, you can't carry a plaque because for every 50 points over the limit, your speed falls by 1, and it's if your speed falls to 0, it's impossible for you to move.
Actually, wait a minute. I need to recalculate because I'm carrying stuff here that apparently
your encumbrance is counted by you adding your strength and toughness times 10.
Oh, strength and toughness times 10.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just strength. Well, then in that case,
strength and toughness you multiply it by 10.
Okay.
And then for every 50 points passed, you lose 1 point of speed.
Okay. So then, that would be 54. So 540. Okay. So no. So I'm under.
You're under. All right. So you're fine. You can carry. Yeah. Okay, Brian.
Yeah.
What about Gustav?
My backpack. Everything in my backpack is. Hang on. I'm gonna add all this up real quick.
You need to count. Yeah, you need to count everything that you have, including your clothes, your shoes, and your motorcycle. And then
I got sunglasses.
Yeah, sunglasses. And then remember, strength and you add strength to your toughness. You multiply it by 10, and then you're only worried if you pass 50. Lambert, you only pass by 20, so nothing happens to you.
Right.
Of course, it still means if you pass by 20, it still means that it's heavy, but it's not debilitating heavy, right?
Yeah.
354.
You're carrying a full kit.
374. I think that's it. 374 is what I'm at.
Okay, and how much can you carry?
Strength plus toughness. Times 10. I can carry. Come on, scroll up. Strength 4, toughness 4, so 800.
Okay, so you're completely fine. In that case, you're probably carrying like maybe 2 plagues, I think. They would give you enough so that you would not lose any speed, but you would certainly carry something. Marla also carries a single plague. I think she's mostly fine. Yeah, strength 46, yeah, times 10. Okay. So, yeah, so you're all carrying the loot, and you are running towards the caves. That said, as the sounds of the approaching lizardmen echo around the crater and are met by the crack of gunshots from the griffin, some of the Maiden's crew begin to panic and try to shove their way to the front of the line. Now, this man can be stopped with a routine +10 charm, command, or intimidate test, or a successful grapple. Tell me if you want to do that.
I'll try to charm him.
Okay, so you roll +10 charm, That said, remember that your fellowship was on -10.
Right. But then I also have +10 charm, just in general.
Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. Before we roll, sorry. Before we do that, this is a new day and something's happening. I will need you to roll for hit.
Yay!
Yeah, I know our favorite. Blah, blah, blah.
So
Tough
rolling willpower or toughness test?
Toughness test. It's toughness test for. No.
Nope.
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 Without any. Nope. And Marla.
Nope.
Marla gets permanent -10 to everything. Nice. So,
Alright, want me to roll that charm now?
yes, now you can roll charm, which means that you have -20 to fellowship, but you get +10.
Oh.
No, you others.
I'm like, guys.
Guys, the rest of you can also try that. Lambert and Gustav,
I'm on it.
if you want. Remember, you don't have to. Nice. Okay, doesn't. I mean,
Man.
Gustav, you don't have to roll anymore. Okay, so what this means? That's actually huge, because this counts for the whole tracker thing. What this means? Please note that you advance the tracker 1 space because you managed to restore order. Actually, tell me, Lambert, how do you do that?
1 sec. Let me add that to the notes. Advance tracker. What am I trying to prevent here again?
You're trying to prevent panic because when the sailors hear the gunshots and they hear, battle commencing, they try to shove their way to the front of the line approaching the caves, which means that the entire column will erupt in chaos. So you're trying to restore order, and you managed to do that. How did you do that exactly? I would like to hear it from you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oi! Keep it in order. We all get out of here on time and alive. If you want to get back to the ship with your payday, that's how we do it. Now, I know you guys have missed me in the kitchens. I am willing to spend the entire return trip cooking dinner for you.
Okay.
Just stay in order, stay in line, and we can all get back to the ship safe.
Johannes, Gustav, and Marla, to your surprise, Lambert probably, he jumped on a large stone or maybe on a fallen tree trunk, and he very loudly and with strong, resolute voice managed to restore the order because there are maybe still a few malcontents here and there.
I would also like to point out that I have public speaking.
Yeah.
So it affects 10 times the people with charm roll.
Yeah, and because of that, you can see that the entire line was saved from just erupting into full-blown chaos, and maybe even he saved from disintegrating completely. That was huge. You can even see, Lambert, as you jump down from the tree trunk, that Captain Van der Beek looks at you and nods his head in in agreement, and there's something almost like respect in his eyes.
He'll never voice it.
No, probably not. Never.
Too embarrassing.
Phase 2, the assault. So, and of course, none of you remain at the temple, but I am going to narrate it just because it's interesting. The steps, drums beating another column of Zaurus, sweeps across the causeway, forcing their way through the withering fire of the Black Griffins and charging up the steps to hit the defenders' line like a hammer. Kono, Neuwald, Otto, and Axel Horst hold the line as best as they can. That said, even from the distance, as you make your way towards the huge serpent monolith and the cave entrance, you can hear the furious combat, the clash of weapons, the shouts and screams of men, and the strange hoarse roars of Zaurus warriors. However, you yourselves will have more than enough to deal with, because as you hurry up, as the crew of the Maiden hurry up the coast of the monolith, skinks begin streaming from the jungle, swimming the moat to fall upon the retreating humans. They must be held back to stop them from bringing the orderly retreat to a halt. Mother Akela immediately rallies those sailors not carrying supplies or treasure to the defense, and some of those that carry supplies and treasure, but they can still fight relatively free. What this means is that I'm now going to upload the map. We're not going to do this combat right now, but I just want to show it to you before next time, because this is where we end. Just like before, we went right at the beginning of the combat. No initiative rolls today because it doesn't make sense. Okay, so this is going to. This is how it looks. The map. I think you can see it well enough, right?
Yeah.
You are making your way right next to the edge of the moat through the plaza to the top of the pyramid. You can also check the handouts for the map of the temple, so you'll be able to understand how the retreat works. You're just making your way to the left of the pyramid, to this serpent monolith at the top right. The skinks emerge from the jungle to the right. They go into the water, and they emerge from the water, blowpipes and javelins at the ready. On your side will be Mother Akela, Dr. Vakliger, she's in the wrong place at the wrong time, and 2 deckhands. You will all begin 16 yards away from the water's edge. Against you, there will be equal number of skinks who have just emerged from the water. But that's everything I'm going to say for now, because for now we end this game. There's no reason to start combat when we have so little time.
Alright, boys.
Okay, so quickly, I want to give you XP. Starting with XP for the chapter. I think it will be faster. Michael, please note.
Right,
so first of all, actually, sorry, not for the chapter, for the act.
There we go. For the act.
Completing the act, everyone gets 100 XP, just because. Everyone gets 10 points by asking Tehekwa various questions. Everyone gets 20 points by participating in the combat with Tehekwa and the Temple Guard. None of you managed to help Magister decipher the seal, so no points here. Brian, Gustav gets 15 XP for venturing down into the sacrificial pit. 15, not 50, mind you, so that's how many. Everyone gets 25 points for participating in the defense of the pyramid. Did any of you killed any Zaurus warrior or temple guard? By you, I mean personally, you.
No.
Okay. Remember both encounters. The one with the Hekwa, and after that, the battle at the steps.
Did I kill one the first time?
I think that you did. I
think I did. I think I brained one.
Yeah. So you get, again, 15, and Marla gets 15 as well. So that's it for the Act 3. Now, for the game itself, everyone gets 75 points today. For your characters, everyone gets 10 points. For your place of birth, Gustav, Marienburg.
I kind of missed about. an opportunity like when we were arguing about the expedition being violent.
Yeah, I think so. But it's like you don't have to RP every time, right? Johannes, what about you? Rakeland?
I thought because I was saying like, well, we've been ordered to do this, so that's why we're gonna do it.
Okay, that's cool actually. I can give you 5 points for that because Rakeland received by orders. Sure. Lambert, I will give you 10 points for this mentioning of the mood. That was pretty cool. You did it in a rather interesting way. That you can open a tavern there, stuff like that.
Yeah, boy.
And now religion, Gustav. I presume 10 points because you mentioned the Shalian approach, right? You don't want to kill, you don't want to loot.
Yeah, it's also Ronaldo in that like you don't kill with maximum force and then steal. Like stealing is a sacred thing that like you steal from the rich. You steal like from targets that are worthwhile. You know what I mean?
Sure. Okay. I will give you maximum points. That means 10. Johannes, you mentioned Sigmar, you mentioned the hammer and the nails. So I can give you 10 points, sure. Lambert, what about you?
I was making the sign of Ronald double behind the captain's back as the door was being opened.
Okay. I can give you perhaps 5 only, because that was the only thing that you did. But 5 is
That's
fine.
literally the only thing I did. Yeah.
After that, we go to Star Sign. Gustav.
The dancer. I think I got the scornful part today.
Oh yeah, definitely 10 points. Sure. Johannes.
Piper. I don't think I did anything cunning or shady or made any deals today.
Okay, so no points. By the way, Gustav, add a single HP to your character because you did manage to spend a single night in relative peace and calm. Lambert, your star sign.
Wyman the Anchorite, caution and such, and forbearance. Yeah, a lot.
Okay.
Taking a high position on the temple to avoid being in combat didn't work. Being kind of like, I don't know if we should move this thing, kind of thing, at the
I remember
dead toad.
Speaking to the captain. Sure.
Calming the crowd to prevent fucking massacre.
True. That's sure. 10 points without any doubt. Of course. Now dooming. Gustav, what about your doom?
From the darkness cometh the raven.
You had a few
probably missed opportunity with the battle, maybe.
With the battle, with the tomb, for example. Yeah. Okay. Next time, hopefully. Johannes, you're dooming.
Well, I would argue like it doesn't elaborate on that. Like more is also signed by black birds. Like from the darkness cometh the raven.
That's kind of how I interpret it too.
You could have died during that night fight.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. But given that you're talking about this now, I can give you.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I didn't roleplay anything about it.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, he didn't. My bad.
Yeah. That's you still need to mention that. Remember, you can be as creative as possible with your doomings and your star signs, and even with the worship of the gods. Don't be afraid to take risks. I will tell you at the end if it was worth it or not, but I think it's always worth to take a risk. Okay, so after that we have dooming for Johannes. What about you?
I missed an opportunity, I guess. Beware the man that is not a man. I didn't do anything with that.
Yeah, with the lizard man, you have so many opportunities here. Yeah, sure. Lambert, what about you?
I don't think thy tongue shall be thy undoing here really affected much because I didn't go out of my way to be the usual blatherous asshole that I am. But I would like to say that I think we should open up each session with an affirmation where we mention, hey, remember your doom, and your,
Okay.
your religion and shit.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. That's actually a good idea. Also, those of you who have sixth sense, please remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to. My bad.
Yeah, because I need to remember that, but I will forget this eventually. We are playing every 2-3 weeks, so you know what? I'm going to just do a very simple thing.
Are we going to have another game here in December?
It depends on you. I am free.
Okay, well, I'm mostly free in December.
I know that we always had problems with December, but sixth sense here. I'm adding this to the bottom.
Lambert.
Yeah. So.
I'm free Sundays in December.
What about you, Sean?
Yeah, I think so. Let me take a look.
Awesome.
I don't go to church. It's all right.
Then we'll probably, but we haven't dealt with points yet completely because
Yeah.
Lambert, you're dooming. You didn't have any doom, right? Not
No.
today. But Lambert, you get 5 points for halfling, and Brian, I want to give you 5 points for this whole speech about that it's not right, that they are sentient, right? We could trade stuff like that. It was very cool.
I don't anti Warhammer, but I think like Gustav's kind of an idealist when it comes to that.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely agree with
You're
that.
a young student.
Yeah. Sean, did you do anything very like interesting, cool today that you think that I should reward? You know, you can think about anything.
I don't think I did.
Okay. You had a very cool opportunity to RP when I gave you this vision of how insignificant you are, in relation to the rest of the cosmos. Remember, you can use it next session, right? It's not that it went away.
Okay.
You can RP it any way you want. Lambert, did you do anything that you think I should reward?
For the session, I'm really arguing against my arrangement with von Schiffhauser. I really don't like this man, but I kind of dug my own fucking grave here. I think the Toad's going to be a fucking big liability and probably going to end up in the water. But no, I don't think I deserve a reward for it.
Okay, so in that case, that's it. This was your first session of notes, Michael. So 2 more and 30 points for you. I've added 6 cents to the map, so I will probably remember about this. Okay, so in that case, let's very quickly check. So what? 14th of February? Is it fine?
January, December.
Sorry, December. My bad. Sorry, it's late here.
Jesus.
14th of December. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. Brian, you're fine too with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I was finally able to show you the map of the Temple of Tepok 2. This shows the entire inner structure. It doesn't really matter right now because you're already left. But if anyone is curious how a Lizardman Temple looks inside, then you can check it out. Right. So
One sec.
we can.
Guys.
Sure.
Boom. There we go.
Wait. What did you?
The 240 was the session and the act.
Okay.
Ending.
Awesome. All right. So with that, we end this now. We start our next session immediately with combat. Okay. I think that's it. Thank you very much, and I'll hear from you soon. Bye.
Yep. All right. Bye, guys.
See you.
Bye.